The most thrilling arc of Renegade Immortal is about to unfold. Wang Lin's second mortal transformation is about to begin. Just how incredible will it be? Why is this arc considered the most heartbreaking of all?
总有一天你会明白，非是我不让你修道，而是你不能修。
Many people know that Wang Lin experienced 3 mortal transformations in his life, but few realize that only the second one had no heaven-defying slaughter yet, is regarded by countless readers as the emotional peak of the entire story. It is the irreplaceable soul of Renegade Immortal, and the reason why Wang Lin never erased Wang Ping from existence. Wang Lin underwent 3 mortal transformations. The first was to comprehend the laws. The third was to break the heavenly Tao. Both were driven by purpose steps toward greater power. Only the second transformation was a journey into the mortal world with no path of return. When Wang Lin discovered inside Liu Mei's storage bag the cure that could dissolve his child's resentment, his heart felt like it was being torn apart, yet he was powerless. He knew Wang Ping had to go through an entire lifetime of reincarnation to completely cleanse that resentment and be reborn anew. So, Wang Lin, already at the early ascendant stage, once again concealed his cultivation, living as a mortal to stay by his son's side. He named him Wang Ping, hoping he could live a peaceful life. But this transformation was far more than simple companionship. Wang Lin lived as a father, raising Wang Ping, experiencing the purest form of familial love. A life far removed from slaughter and conflict gradually brought peace to his heart. He no longer pursued the heavenly Tao obsessively. Instead, he quietly watched over his son as a father. But Wang Ping was frail. Every day Wang Lin fed him medicine. Every night he stayed by his side, slowly extracting the resentment within him. As Wang Ping grew older, he began to wonder who was his mother. Why didn't his father seek a companion? And more importantly, why was he different? Each time he asked, Wang Lin would only respond with a gentle smile and silence. Though confused, Wang Ping never cried or complained. Instead, while drinking his medicine, he once said, "I'll get better. When I grow up, I'll stay with you forever, father." Wang Lin only smiled, but this time, his smile carried a trace of sorrow and helplessness. 6 years passed. Now a young boy, Wang Ping learned that beyond mortals, there were immortals. Like his father, he possessed a determined heart and began asking about cultivation. But Wang Lin, who never refused his son anything, never once agreed to this. Whenever asked why, he would fall silent and only softly say, "That path is not meant for you." Wang Ping was obedient. Though he didn't understand, he never secretly cultivated behind his father's back. Wang Lin never showed strict authority yet in Wang Ping's heart. His father's presence was immense, impossible to defy. So he chose to live an ordinary life. 3 more years passed. At 19, Wang Ping had become an adult. Wang Lin decided to take him away from the village into the next stage of life. They climbed countless mountains, standing at their peaks, gazing upon the world. Though Wang Ping had a mortal body, his spirit expanded under his father's guidance. Over 8 years, the father and son traversed mountains and rivers, and the vastness of heaven and earth became part of Wang Ping's soul. Yet within those 27 years, there remained one final trace of resentment deep within Wang Ping's soul, a trace that no spell or divine power could ever remove. Only another life of reincarnation could erase it completely. Wang Ping knew nothing of this. In his heart there was only one wish to cultivate and walk the path of immortality. Seeing his father in a good mood one day, he carefully made the request again. But once more Wang Lin refused. Sensing his son's disappointment, Wang Lin suppressed the sorrow in his eyes. Wang Ping wanted to speak, but in the end only let out a quiet sigh. He never understood why his father would not allow him to cultivate.
平儿修道，不是为了自己，而是为了当年的承诺，为了可以永远的陪在你的身边。
He had always felt that his father was too lonely. Perhaps inheriting Wang Lin's relentless drive, he decided to become the supreme among mortals. 15 years passed in the blink of an eye. In the mortal world, a powerful force rose to prominence. Its leader started with nothing but puppet warriors, yet in just 7 years, he swept through 3 nations and unified an entire empire. That man was Wang Ping. He fulfilled his wish, becoming an emperor of his era. But during all those years, he slowly began to understand something. Yet he never dared to ask his father for the truth. At the age of 70, when Wang Ping felt his life nearing its end, he finally saw his father again. Kneeling on the ground with his empress, he no longer sought power or secrets. But as his life faded, he wished to know his mother's name, why he could not cultivate, why he never felt fatigue, why he had no descendants. Facing the truth his son had pursued for a lifetime, Wang Lin remained silent for a long time before finally speaking. He told a story about the vermilion bird planet, about a young man named Wang Lin and the nearly 900 years of his life. He spoke of Liu Mei of the resentful infant, and finally of a child named Wang Ping. Wang Ping stood there stunned for a long time. Only then did he realize that long ago he had already died. The Wang Ping who stood here now was nothing more than a remnant soul, formed from 2 strands of sword qi left behind by Ling Tianhu. That was why he never fell ill, never felt exhaustion, and could never have children. The truth he had pursued his entire life was nothing but a complete tragedy. Yet when he thought of the 70 years his father had spent by his side, a sense of peace and acceptance quietly filled his heart. He entered reincarnation in serenity, and before leaving, he spoke only one sentence. "Father, I forgave you long ago.